Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's topic is actually a whole bunch of things. And it's like a recap slash a whole announcement for the show because there's so much that I need to talk about and give you information on that I was like, you know what, let's just put it all in one show. So that's what today's show is. Hey, Yuli does it. How are you? Welcome back to the 3BWaxing show. Hey, beautiful 404. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So if you are new to the show, I do the show Wednesday through Friday, and I'll say that in my intro when I do the official intro. But I go live and give information about skincare ingredients, esthetician career stuff. Yuli does it, says I'm well. Oh, good to hear. And miss joining your show. Well, I have missed you, so good to see you. Hey, Truth or Bear Aesthetics. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Good to see you. So yeah, there's a lot that we've been doing on the show and stuff like that. So today is kind of like breaking down what's been going on. I've gotten a lot of frequently asked questions to share with you, or because I've been getting a lot of them in my DMs or messages. And some of my emails I have not gotten to answering. And so I have a list of things that I want to talk about today. So that's what we're going to go through today. So I'm going to do the intro because the announcements I have are basically the show, because it's all different things about what's going on. That new product that I was telling you guys about for the new vitamin C that SkinScript came out. I tried it. I want to talk about it. For those of you who are looking for a new vitamin C, or you're playing around with different vitamin C's, this is some good information for you. I'm going to recap ingredients and all that stuff. So let's get into it. So welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. I am Becca, a pro waxer, skin therapist, and licensed esthetician since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through full body waxing with hard wax, chemical peels, facials, and products. The main product that you may know me by is my acne and ingrown pads and my fruit enzyme pads. They're the exfoliating pads, which I have both here today because we're going to be talking about both. Even though we've been talking about the acne and ingrown pads for last month and this month, I do want to bring up the fruit enzyme pads a little more today. But they are chemical exfoliants, which can be used on your face and body and are great for sensitive skin. I also help estheticians, cosmetologists, licensed therapists start their own product line, start their own salon suite, attract clients, and improve their waxing technique. Some ways I do that is through my big course, which is the Attract Clients course, and that's a 15-day course. And then I also do it through ebooks and Pick My Brain calls. So like I was saying earlier, I go live Wednesday through Friday at 3:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And here I talk about waxing, skincare ingredients, so you know what skincare ingredients to look for your skin type, and what you should be looking for your products. And then I also teach on here about esthetician career information, so gaining clients, keeping clients. I have a video that I want to send out to people on the salon team who are salon professionals about some customer service stuff. So that's coming out this week as well. So if you're interested in any of those subjects, you can join one of my email lists. I have the lab, which talks about skincare ingredients and ways to improve your skin. You can join the Wax Lounge if you are interested in waxing information. So like how to wax yourself at home, how to get a good wax when you're going to the salon, how to exfoliate so your waxes are better, how to improve your ingrowns if you have ingrowns. or dark spots. And then if you are a professional and you want to start your own product line, start your own salon suite, attract clients, or improve your waxing technique, you want to join the Salon Tea. So all free to join. Click the link in the bio on Instagram at 3BWaxing and you can join. All right. So that's the welcome. That's the intro. Thank you for those who are coming back. Like Yuli was saying that she's missed joining. She's back. And I've assumed that you were a she. I guess I haven't. I don't mean to be assuming your gender. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Love, Erica, 88. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Misha, doing fine. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. CJ, 286. Okay, so there's a lot of new people who started following me on Instagram. Yuli does it, says I'm a girl. That's what I thought, but I wanted to be careful, you know, because I was like, but thank you. Yeah, so the last few months I have been teaching about the acne ingrown pads and then the different ingredients in the pads. So we have been going every week talking about a new ingredient. We started this in March, and we're continuing it in April. So for the first week, because one week I don't think I did the show or something, but we have done salicylic acid, we've done glycolic acid, lactic acid, salix alba, and then last week we did mandelic acid. So with going through all of these ingredients, my goal is to teach you about the importance of these ingredients and what they do for your skin and why you should put them in your skin routine. Also to show you that the pads have clean ingredients in them, and all of the stuff that we've been talking about have been the exfoliating acids, which are at the top. And when you have skincare products, you want the strong stuff at the top, so that way it's really working and being effective and giving you the results that you are desiring. So that is basically what has been going on. So we did glycolic, and I'm going to recap on these acids. So the first one is glycolic that I'm going to talk about. Glycolic is an AHA, which alpha hydroxy acid. And if you missed any of the shows, if you click the link in the bio, the last button is to my YouTube channel, and you can go and watch some of the recaps of the past shows. Hey, Uptown Coca-Cola, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. So there was a show that I did about AHAs and BHAs, and we learned, or what I taught you guys is that AHAs are alpha hydroxy acid, and they exfoliate by loosening up the skin cells so the dead skin falls off. That's what glycolic is. Glycolic is derived from sugar cane, and it is an ingredient that builds upon itself as you use it. So yesterday I posted that video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I posted a video about how glycolic builds on itself, so you continue to get the desired results by using glycolic. When you see, what am I trying to say? If you're looking to improve your texture of your skin, like you want it to be a smoother way, or a feel or a look, glycolic is great to add in your routine and using it consistently. Now, it does build upon each other. Not everyone can use glycolic every day, and depending on the strength of your products, glycolic may hurt you if you use it every day. So just like the pads, I don't say that you should be using them every day, but you will find how often you need to use it when you start using it consistently. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show, CC. So in case that was confusing, I had on the show the Skin Script glycolic cleanser, and I believe it was 70% glycolic. That is a cleanser that I recommend people have as their stronger cleanser, like not the one they use every day. But if they use it every other day or every 2 days, that glycolic is going to build upon each other. So you're getting the benefits over consistently over a period of time. Then the other one we talked about is salicylic acid. That is the main ingredient, the active ingredient in the pads. And it's actually considered a drug in the United States, and you have to have a label like this when you have salicylic acid in your products, or benzoyl peroxide. And hey Charles, Dave, welcome back to the 3BWaxing show. Good to see you. And a way that I helped you remember salicylic acid is by that story I did of Sally. She was a girl who was in love with Oliver, who had oily skin, and he fell in love with Patty, which was a problematic Patty. That video is up, and it helps you remember what salicylic does. Because Sally and Oliver had a deep love, it's a good way to remember that salicylic acid goes deep into the pore and pulls out that oil because it's oil soluble. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show, TFW Haven. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So, if you are a person working on acne, especially if it's raised, that goes for your whiteheads, then you're going to want to put salicylic acid in your cabinet of skincare. So you'll definitely want to be on the pads. The other, hey Reezy, welcome back to the 3BWaxing show. It's good to see some like faces who've been with me on the show for a while. Good to see you, Reezy. Hey Spider-Man, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So that was glycolic, salicylic. What we're talking about today is I'm recapping what we've been talking about for the past month and what we're going to be talking about this month, and then also go into some questions and then talk about this vitamin C. So it's a mixture of stuff today because we just need this, what I felt like we needed to talk about today. So especially with the messages I've been getting. Lactic acid. It's another exfoliating acid. It's an AHA as well. Salicylic acid is a BHA. Lactic acid is an AHA. It is derived from milk and sugars, and I say that it's very good for women who are pregnant because lactic acid is, our body makes lactic acid. But if you are pregnant and you're worried about any skincare ingredients, then I would recommend go ask your doctor first. Lactic acid is really good for fading dark spots. So if you are working on lightening areas that have been darkened because of acne, then you want to use lactic. Lactic pills are great, chemical pills. I use PCA Skin and Skin Script pills when I'm open in the salon, and PCA actually has their Sensi pill that they have upgraded. I don't know if any of the estheticians have tried it, the new Sensi pill. I haven't tried it yet, I'm sure it's good, but they are one of the top in their chemical peels, and I'm excited to use their new Scentsy one. But I believe Scentsy does have lactic and it has kojic. Don't quote me on that because I do need to look up the ingredients again. But it does have that. Hey, Follicle Waxing Studio. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show, Nakia the Empress. Welcome, welcome. So, if you are just joining, this is 3BWaxing Show, and we talk about a lot of things, but you'll kind of pick up what we're talking about right now is the acne and ingrown pads, and then some different ingredients in them that we've talked about the past month, and just recapping. So the next one is Salix alba. This is another ingredient that we really focused on during this series, and this is the first time that I've ever talked about Salix alba on the show, or even actually on social media in general. But it is, when we talked about it, it has multiple properties to it. So it has salicin in it, which salicin is a not a strong version of salicylic acid, because salicin is the original, and then when something's digested or converted, it gets converted to salicylic acid, which is also how aspirin is made. So aspirin and salicylic acid are very similar. Thanks. So salicylic acid and aspirin are very similar. So you can use Salix alba as a internal tea, and that will help you with headache. Hey, Sinead 55, hope I said that right. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Salix alba's actual name, or I guess that's more the scientific name, is willow bark extract. So whenever you see a willow tree, that is what we're talking about, is the bark extract from that. It also has polyphenols, which is antioxidant, and a lot of other great qualities about it, but it's going to improve the skin with wrinkles, the appearance of wrinkles, and exfoliation, and calming acne in that one ingredient. And when I focused on this ingredient on the show, I made sure that you knew that you want your ingredients, or you want your products to have multiple purposes. So yes, the pads help with acne. It has salicylic acid, but it has so many other good ingredients in there that are doing other things that are helping you. And that's why I want to talk about dryness, because tomorrow's ingredient that we're going to start with is good for dryness. And this is something that came up in the last show last week, was somebody was talking about tin skin and dryness, and I didn't want alcohol in my pads because I didn't want it to be too dry, because I wanted the salicylic acid in there. But one great thing about the acne and ingrown pads is that it has other ingredients in there that aren't going to dry out your skin. So it's all working together. So you are fighting your acne, bringing it down, working on pigmentation, clearing your skin, improving the texture, and also moisturizing your skin. Because sometimes when you see products or use products that don't do that, you are fixing one problem, but then you're getting another problem. And we don't want that. So that's Salix alba. Last week was mandelic acid, which is derived from bitter almonds. It's another AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, and Mandelic acid, there's something I wanted to share with you about it, is that it is really good for improving the production of collagen. Now, you can't apply collagen to your face and it'll increase your collagen. You have to apply different products like hyaluronic acid and things that will improve your collagen. And collagen is important because it makes us look young. We have tons of it when we're babies. So when you're using Mandelic, you're improving your collagen, making your skin look young, because our goal is that in our 80s and 90s, we look fabulous and young and beautiful. We're already beautiful, but we just even look better. Especially because when we are women, well, in general, everyone's collagen starts to go away. But when women hit menopause, then when women hit menopause, there's usually a dryness in the skin. And so if you're working towards building your collagen now, increasing your collagen, moisturizing your skin now, you're setting yourself up for better skin when you're going through menopause. So that's the recap. Now, I cannot say this right, so give me grace. I could say it right, I don't know, but I'm going to check how I say it. But it's called carbamide. And the other term for it is urea. I'm still going to make sure I'm saying it correctly. But those ingredients, or they're the same thing, are ones I'm going to talk about tomorrow that create moisture in the skin. So for the questions that I've been getting about, oh, are the pads going to dry out my skin? I had a esthetician reach out to me about what is something that's good for ingrowns that doesn't cause extreme dryness. The pads, the acne ingrown pads. And there was another question that I had. It was kind of about dryness. It was about what would be the best pads to use, especially if you're very sensitive and you get dry easily. So when I answered this person's question, it was in the comments. I answered it like, okay, use the fruit enzyme pads, because the difference between these are they're both chemical exfoliants, but this has organic fruit enzymes that are exfoliating your skin, and this has the salicylic, the glycolic, the lactic, the mandelic acids. Salicylic is already really strong, so if you are sensitive to salicylic acid, or you are not needing a lot of acne products, like you don't have a lot of acne to fight or something like that, then you want to go with the fruit enzyme. But what I didn't feel like writing all out in that one little comment was that these pads have moisturizing ingredients in them. So you want to continue to be aware that there's multiple things happening in the pads. So I wanted to answer that. The other thing I wanted to answer was dark spots that are left after you have acne and you've been picking at your skin. So this is such a loaded question, because there is quite a bit of things to do to get rid of them, but it's first possible that you can get rid of those dark spots. So the reason why I love chemical exfoliants is because they are gentle on the skin when you are working on fading dark spots, because it's not abrasive. Because what can happen is if an exfoliant is too abrasive, it can leave marks, and then that's trauma, and then cause dark spots, and then you're in this bad cycle. So a chemical exfoliant. Then you want to use your vitamin C, which we're going to talk about this one soon. because vitamin C is going to be good for fading the dark spots. Then you want to make sure you're wearing sunscreen because you're exfoliating and because you don't want the dark spots to get darker. On that, once you have that good routine, you're going to want to introduce the pigment gel, which I really like, the PCA pigment gel. And all these you can find at 3BWaxing.com. But the pigment gel for spot treat. And then you're going to want to get facials, like start really taking care of your skin, you know, get facials and those kind of things. Start working at the problem, like when it first arises, whether it be acne or just not a good skin routine. And that's why you're getting, you know, breakouts, and that's why you're getting dark spots. So you want to start getting it at the root. And then once you've, you know, gotten your routine down, and this is like a longer journey. You could go straight to chemical pills if you want it, but you would start with chemical pills to really start lightening it up faster and hold you over in a long period of time. Because the beautiful thing about chemical pills is that it can lighten your dark spots, but it also is going to help with the root cause of those dark spots. So if it's acne, chemical pills attack acne as well. So that is my long answer. And again, throughout your whole journey of it, I can always help you with the products you need, figuring out your skin type, the service, because when I will open this year back up in the salon, and I can do chemical pills on you. I like doing them in series on my clients, like 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 twice a year. So maybe in January and then maybe in November. You can get them in the summer, but we live in California, and just to be on the safe side, I opt for those times, but I definitely do them in the summer as well. But you have to be a client that's on top of your sunscreen. So that is that portion, the frequently asked questions. If there's any questions, drop them below. I do have, I'm still doing skin consultation calls. I'm offering that where I do it over FaceTime or Zoom. I'm still doing wax with me calls where I teach you how to wax yourself at home. And I also am doing pick my brain calls with estheticians to help them with things. And actually a good review, which we're going to video it, someone I've been helping, because my background is in accounting. And so, you know, I have been helping, she's a massage therapist, helping someone with their business. And I was able to help them get a $5,000 grant with just helping them organize things and stuff like that. So that was very exciting, and you know, eventually get a review to post on there. But so there's a lot of behind the scenes things they do. Or I can help other estheticians or therapists. Okay, so let's go into the recap of why I started my pads. Why I started the pads. Well, they are mine, but you know. Because there's so many new people, and also even for the people who've been following me a while, everything doesn't get heard every time I say it. I've had clients with me for a long time, and they had no idea I had a product or would sell it out, you know, ship it out all over the US. And so I continue to say things because, one, you may not be aware, and two, it really drills in it, because repetition really helps. You do things over and over again to really get the benefits of them. Nikia asks, how do you feel about sugar waxing versus regular beeswax? So when you say regular beeswax, I'm thinking you're meaning soft wax. So I actually don't prefer either of those. And I actually have videos on this as well, but I'm going to answer this question. So there is a video on the YouTube channel at Becca Hassan. Click the link in the bio, it's the last button there. I go into this pretty often. Sugar waxing. So sugar waxing, for those who will be watching and not sure, it's, sugar, honey, lemon is like the bare minimum, but people have added things to it. Hey Brownie, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. And the benefit of it compared to the waxing I do is the same as far as the hair coming out of the skin and coming out from the root. Hey, I'm Debbie the SD. Welcome back. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Good to see you. So as far as the sugar waxing and hard wax, the result of it pulling from the root is the same. It'll thin out the hair, all that stuff. The reason why people choose sugar waxing over hard wax is because of it being natural. So sugar, lemon, water, whatever they want to add, natural, whatever. Why my clients that come to me and stick with me after being sugared is because sugaring is painful. It is a ball of the mixture and it is slid on the skin and then pulled. It's a lot more painful. It's not as fast as hard wax. And for me personally, as a esthetician waxing people, I don't like the idea of keeping that hair inside that ball and going over the skin with that ball of hair, because that is picking up the dead skin as well as the hair, and so I'm not into that. So we learned sugaring in school, and shortly after learning how to do it, I was like, this is not for me. So the biggest benefit that you get versus hard waxing that I do is the natural component. Even though hard wax isn't terrible for you. Okay, and I'm going to finish the rest of your question. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show, 1111. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show, Lisa Brax. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show, Alex Ross. So the other question is versus regular beeswax. I don't use that either. I don't use soft wax because you can only go over the skin. You only should go over the skin one time when you're using soft wax. And it takes the living cells, and you may not be able to get everything, especially if the skin isn't exfoliated well. It also is easier to damage the skin with soft wax. People who are really good at it, they're probably not going to damage your skin, but there's less cleanup also with hard wax than with the regular beeswax or soft wax. You're not sticky after you get waxed. So for me, I want my clients to get a good wax, because I'm not trying to go over the skin just one time if there's still hairs, and maybe like, oh well, I can't get them because I just went over it one time. And then for the estheticians who go over it multiple times over the skin, you can damage the skin. So I'm not trying to do that, because your skin is important to me. And then also, hey Ultra, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Then also, I don't want my clients to leave sticky. I'm like not into, okay, you're gonna have to shower afterwards. I have clients who come when the salon's open and stuff, which I said this earlier, but for those who are like coming in, I'm gonna open up the salon this year. But if you are coming in for your wax and going to work afterwards, I'm not trying to have you be sticky all day. Said, hey, thank you. You're welcome. So that is my take on it. Hard wax is gentle on the skin. It's clean. It gets the hair. I'm very good at it. And one thing, which this is leading me into another topic I wanted to discuss, but I'm going to go back to why I started the pads after I talk about this. Because somebody asked me, and this has been coming up quite a bit. It's like, oh, I live far. I don't live in Orange County. So when I'm open and taking clients, I work in Orange County, but I also go back to Arizona to take clients. I have clients who fly in to get their services. So I don't think people think of that like, oh, I could just fly in for a service. You know, if you really think about it, because I think sometimes people think, oh my gosh, that's so expensive, or, you know, just for a beauty service. But if you're working on something like ingrowns, or you're working on something like texture skin, you're going to want to go to somebody who knows what they're doing to get the help, you know. I also do virtual stuff. Hey, Wax Gallery, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Welcome back. So, one of my clients actually commented recently on how much the waxing service helped her. So, when everything closed down last year, hey, Jane, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. When everything closed down last year, I started doing wax with me calls where I taught people how to wax themselves at home. Most of these people that did it were from the East Coast, because if you remember, if you've been, you know, watching the show, remember I was like, okay, just book it and then I'll have to figure out the time zones, and then I figured out how to switch the time zone. But they've been on the East Coast, and it's saving a lot of people. Imagine, because even if you had to book, most people get it after 1 session or 2 sessions, but say you had to book 4 to learn how to wax yourself. If you know how to wax yourself and you want to do it, because it's not for everybody. I have clients who are waiting for me to start waxing, so I'll be waxing them. I know that's going to be a busy day because people are going to be hairy when I first come back. But if waxing yourself is for you, then you can easily invest, because each call is $47. So say you did 4 calls, you know, and then you know how to wax yourself, because a wax with me, see me consistently, is $70 every wax. So there's a huge savings if you want to go down that route. And then if you need help with your skincare and your skincare ingredients, I do that as well over FaceTime or Zoom virtually for those of you who are not here. Can't come in. I can also work with your esthetician that's with you, like, you know, help you with what they're doing. So I don't step on other estheticians' toes, but I can just be a supplement, you know, to what you're already doing. Because some people just need my knowledge and help on certain things. So that is what I wanted to address, because I have been getting that question a lot, like, oh, I'm so far, da da da. We're in the age now where location really doesn't matter anymore, because we can travel and we can do things virtual. I mean, that's what the pandemic really taught us all, is that we can do a lot of stuff from home. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And then plus, I'm going to be doing this for a good amount of time. Like, this is what I like to do. This is my passion, to help you guys with your skin and share my knowledge. And this is how I serve. I'm going to be doing this even when I am a mother and my time to this is limited. I'm still going to be doing it. And so there's going to be times where I'm going to be traveling and be like, hey, I'm at this salon. Do you guys want to come in for some services? And do that. So that's addressing those who are, like, oh, it's kind of far. And then for those of you who are interested in getting services and live in another state, I will let you know when I'm open so you can start booking your flights to come out here. And I'm super excited to have you as a client. I miss my clients, and but I also am super excited for the new clients that are just waiting as well. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm just gonna be a better therapist, a skin therapist, and esthetician when I come back. All of you guys are gonna notice the difference who've had me before, and then those of you who are new, you're just getting a great version of 3BWaxing, or a great version of Becca in 3BWaxing. So back to the pads, why I started them. So I love doing Brazilian waxing. If you haven't tried Brazilian waxing, it's something you definitely, I think everyone should try it like 2 or 3 times, because the first time is more painful, but you really get the most benefits the second time. You get the benefits the first time, but you really feel it the second time, because like it's less painful, and then you now have been smooth a little bit, and now it's even more smooth, and then you start to see like the benefits of ingrowns being less, and it's just, there's a lot of benefits, and then you feel great. But I do a lot of Brazilians, and before I opened up 3BWaxing, I was really big on helping people with ingrowns on their bikini line and dark spots, because I had a personal struggle with those before I became an esthetician. Hey JC Spa Experience, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Hey GX Marie, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. So I was like, I want to help all these people I know who deal with these problems. I've talked about having boils and that kind of thing. And it really felt hopeless at a time. But I got into waxing, that helped, and then I learned about ingredients, and I tried different products that worked, and eventually I was like, I want something that has salicylic, glycolic, and lactic acid in there with something calming and no alcohol. That's what I was looking for. And I wanted it in pad form because people are busy, and I noticed that if it was in pad form, they're more likely to use it and stay consistent with it, and they can take it to the gym and stuff. So, hey Kelly ZZZ, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. So that's something I was looking for, and somebody's playing some music outside, so it's kind of throwing me off right now, but I'm gonna get back to it. Hey Joy, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. So that's how it all started. It was really just for the bikini. But then, all the ingredients in the pads are great for the face, and people were using them on their face and minimizing their acne. And it was one of my first business coach was like, you should market it as a facial and a wipe. So she told me to market it, and I did market it, and that's people, started using it a lot for their face. Hey Red Blush Cosmetics, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. But the original thought of it was for the bikini line. And so when people ask me, oh, can you use this on your bikini line? Yes, that is originally what my intent was. And I talk about these ingredients a lot. and the benefits of them. You know, the videos are up. But, or I guess it's not a but. It's just, that's what I was looking for. And I found that those ingredients do really well. And it's helped a lot of people with their ingrowns and acne and their dark spots on their bikini line. Because you do want to feel sexy in a bikini. And even if you, you know, even if you are dowdy about it, like you've been with the marks or the acne for so long that you're like, oh, I don't feel like there's hope. There is hope. And I would say to somebody who's on that journey of clearing their skin and they're feeling hopeless, is just do one step at a time. Because even when I would use different products and say it didn't work out great, because I've used different products and I've gotten up to here, right? My whole life is around this, helping other people now. But when I would use products that, you know, would dry me out or didn't work, I found some benefit in them and then was able to move on to the next one, or I knew what I was looking for the next thing. So you may have tried other products and they have not done you well, but you've learned stuff about them in your skin. And so the path may be your next step of clearing it up. And one thing I've also learned in this journey that will help other people when they're clearing their stuff, you have to stay consistent. Waxing requires consistency. Using products like the pads requires what am I trying to say? Requires consistency. And getting the right services for your skin requires consistency. And that does involve having a licensed esthetician as well as a licensed esthetician who cares and who cares. Because if you have a licensed esthetician that you're going to that cares about you getting to your goal, they are going to do the proper research and suggest to you the proper things and give you the amount of times they need to see you to help you with where you're trying to get at. So there's a lot of elements to it, but don't feel overwhelmed because it's a journey and every win's a win. So, but it is very possible to clear up your bikini line. You do have to do consistency stuff like that, but it's very possible. Hey Valley Girl X4. Hello. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show, Precious 1202. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show, Remain Fearless. I love that. So I was just talking about why I started the acne and ingrown pad. And then I went off and talked about they are good for your bikini line and, you know, having hope that your skin will improve. Valley Girl said, where are you located? I am located in Orange County. And right now the salon is closed, but when I do open back up, I will be in the Orange County area. So I'm looking at Newport. I was in Orange, and then before that I was in Santa Ana. So that main area. I do also travel back to Arizona, and you just got on, but earlier I was talking about even if you aren't in the state of California or Arizona, I do virtual consultations where I help people with their skin virtually or help them wax themselves and help them with their skin. Like if you don't know what to do in between your waxes, I do that. And then I was saying how one day it will be nice where when I'm at the point of doing this to just be like, oh, I'm here. I'm waxing people. Basically what I do in Arizona. I'm in Temecula and was hoping you were closer. Yeah, but it's good to know you're into Temecula. Because I think it would be cool to do, like, say I visit, because I have a lot of estheticians that I teach, right? And so say I visited an esthetician at their spot and was like, hey, can I rent for the day and take some clients here? And they were like, yeah. So then I could be like, oh, I'm doing a, what's that called? Pop-up wax in Temecula. Come see me. But it'll be meant to cross paths. Like I told this story last week of how I want to live in Spain. So I definitely will. Hey, welcome to the 3BWaxing Show, Pics of K. I want to live in Spain at some point in my life. I don't know why. I just feel that in my heart. And I hadn't really told anyone of my clients this. But someone came in and it was very weird how they met me or how they booked an appointment. Because you have to book an appointment through the app, but this person didn't, and it was just an odd moment. Like I wound up picking up the call or the text and we winded together and I waxed her. And she was like, I heard about you. I was in a club in Spain and somebody literally, hey Mocha Sweet, Valley Girl said, you will love it. Spain is beautiful. Oh, I've never been. I will one day live there. But yeah, she said that she was talking with some girl, I think in the bathroom or something, and they happened to be talking about waxing and my name came up and that's how she found me. They were in Spain. And so she was like, I have no idea the girl who it was. And I was like, I don't have any clients who are like going on a trip to Spain right now, so I don't know. But that's why I believe it's a God thing. Some people say universe thing, meant to be, but a sign. It is my sign. That I'll be living in Spain one day. But yeah, so she's now a client, and isn't that crazy? But that's why I bring that up to say that we could cross paths and I could be your waxer. And you may be in Temecula now, I may be, this part of Orange County, but you just never know. Hey, Glam by Lilia. Welcome to the 3BWaxing Show. All right. So, we've talked about a lot today. Valley Girl said, yes, it's so true. It's just that feeling. I could talk about that for a good amount of time, of those coincidences or signs and stuff like that. That actually just happened. Another one of those, but anyways, I won't share that one. It's like a private one. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is the different services and products that I offer. So I needed to clear this up because I kept getting questions about this. And I show that I do waxing and show that I have the pads, but there's a lot more that I help people with. Just like I was telling you, I helped that girl get 5K in business grants. There's a lot of stuff that 3BWaxing does that is not always to the front, and I thought this was a good show to talk about that stuff. So I do have the pads, which are under 3BWaxing. So these are the only 3BWaxing products that I have to offer under the 3BWaxing brand. I've gotten asked this question, like, will you offer like a cleanser or a serum or anything else under 3BWaxing? At this point, right now, it's a no. It's not like a hard no, but I just really enjoy doing the pads, and that's where I'm at right now. Who knows? I could do more. That's it. So they're the chemical exfoliants that you can use for your face and your body, and they assist really well with waxing or shaving. But when I am doing skin consultations with people or working in the salon doing facials, I do recommend 2 companies that I do retail that are SkinScript and PCA. Those are the 2 brands that I, talk about, that have like cleansers, serums that I really like. I've done shows about their products and why I chose them as companies. They're both actually were started in Arizona. Hey Crowned 78, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. But one thing that I want to express here, so you know, is that I choose those companies for a reason, because I like their products. Their products have active ingredients. They do not have like the parabens and different things that people don't want. Hey Crown 78, welcome. And there's a lot of good things about the company and how they make the ingredients and get them together. And I've been doing this I've been an esthetician since 2010, so 11 years, but I've been familiar with PCA, and actually I've been familiar with SkinScript longer than PCA. But I know them very well, and I like their education portion. PCA Skin and SkinScript are both companies that educate their estheticians very well. So I constantly get emails from PCA on different education courses, and even you can't do a PCA peel without going through their education academy. And then with PCA or with SkinScript, only estheticians can purchase their products for retail. So that means that you have to get your SkinScript products from an esthetician, which is great because you are getting the education with it. So I really like that they are, for me, I think they're at the top of the education spectrum of companies, because there's other ones that have classes, but they really empower their estheticians, in my opinion. And then they talk a lot about ingredients, because really it doesn't so much matter about the brand, but it matters more about the ingredients. The brand is like how much percentage of the ingredients are in there and stuff like that, and then the reputation of how good they are as a brand. But overall, it is about ingredients. And so if you are looking to go find skincare, I would recommend PCA and SkinScript. Their esthetician, you have an esthetician that is vouching for them, because I would not sell anything that I was like, this is not going to be helpful, this is just crap. I wouldn't do that. And in the salon, I wouldn't use anything on my clients that I was like, oh, this is a little like damaging. But hey, God-fearing WND, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Hey, Morgan Renee, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So that is what I wanted to say about the products. Those are physical skincare products. Now the digital stuff for skincare and that is not built up as much as my other stuff is. So you can I have a perfect skincare guide, and then I have a Brazilian wax guide that you can grab for free. And when you grab those, you will be offered a exclusive deal that you only get a few minutes to take the offer. If you don't take the offer when it's given, you don't get it. That's how it's set up right now. That is how it's set up. So you definitely want to get it. It's like very low cost. Hey, Ray Michelle. But one thing about it is in there is there's some shows that I'm only keeping for people who are really serious about their skin and moving forward. So it's exclusive content. It's also the skin habit tracker, and I don't have one here, but that is going to help a lot of you. Is writing what you're doing to your skin down consistently, so you can start seeing what your habits are and what your skin is reacting to. It gives yourself data, it gives your esthetician data. So I love that now my clients are using the skin habit tracker, and that's included in the exclusive. Now, the habit tracker is going to be available this month though. I only bring it out ever so often, so you got to catch it when it's around. But you need to be keeping track of your skincare. But there's like in the exclusive content, there's the jade rolling show or video, how to do that. These are some older videos, and the content is staying because it goes so far deep into information and skincare and stuff like that. So that's really the only digital product I have if you are working on your skin. Other than that, we just do skin consultations over the phone and meet consistently. If you are meeting with me consistently every week, you are going to improve your skin. If you're meeting with me in person every week or every other week, you are going to improve your skin. It goes monthly and bi-monthly too, but you're just going to see drastic results quickly if you're consistent with it. That's like with anything. And I'm going to bring this up because I was talking about this with the client, because I do pick my brain calls with other estheticians. And the ones that I have done calls with where we are consistently meeting are the people who do so well. And like, even though they're paying me, it is something about putting that money into yourself. So like, when you pay me for a consultation or like skin consultation, wax yourself, skin advice, and those kind of things, you're actually putting money into you, because I'm totally focused on you. And I was explaining this to a client because we were just like having a conversation. It was just really good, you know, when you're just talking with somebody and you're on the same wavelength. And it's very true. Like, you are paying me to not only my expertise of the subject that we're working on, but also my focus and energy is all on helping you with your goal. And for skincare, I'm the best person for that goal. If it's to fix your plumbing, I'm not the best person for that. I'm actually the worst person for that. I'm the worst person for packing, because I don't like to lift a finger when things are being packed. But that's just honesty. But you are picking the best person to get you to your goals. And you know, I'm like realizing this as the esthetician. Even when I would wax my clients as a pro waxer, I am helping you get to your goal because I've been there and I know what to do, and I'm just putting my focus into you so you do well. So basically, it's your decision. When people are like, oh, it's investing in yourself, they don't really always break it down to like, oh, I'm actually investing in myself. That's how you're investing in yourself. You are paying somebody to be all about you. And so you're like taking the time out for yourself, and this person, you know, sets out time for you to work on you. So that's why I do think, like, even if people did skin consultation calls every week to check in, that would be ideal to get them off the ground if they were struggling with staying consistent with doing things every week. Hey, the lovely Shamari, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Thank you for your knowledge. What guidance could you provide for a new licensed esthetician? New licensed starting a trial training at European. Oh, that's where I started, actually. Not where I started, but I've worked there. Hey, lovely. I look to be mentee as an esthetician. So that's where I was actually going to talk about the products for my esthetician clients. So I talk a lot about this, and the product that I would recommend for you is the 20 steps to... Oh, that's why you follow me, because you were European wax. Oh, well, look at that. It was meant to be. Okay, so this is a good segue, because I was planning on talking about products and services for estheticians. The first ebook I came out with it's called Dominate the Spa Industry, and it's the 20 ways to be the best at your job after esthetician school. That's the ebook you need to get. In there, I talk about all of the things I did while I was working at that company, as well as other companies, to get ahead. Because I am very good at... I've always had this mentality of I'm going to learn as much as I can at my jobs, because they're paying me to learn. Because I'm a learner. I'm a lifetime learner. You're probably too, because you follow my page, wanting to learn. Hey, Shaynola. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So it goes into the things I did, and there's one of a really good piece of advice from the book is thank you notes. So the first time I worked there twice. First time I was in college, and we did thank you notes, and when I went the second time working there, I incorporated thank you notes. And then when I worked somewhere else, I incorporated thank you notes. But I would start there. I would get that ebook, first of all, and then I would do that. And if no one else is doing that, that's even better. Because you got to stand out. There's so much... I have a lot of advice, right? I would recommend that you do that, get that ebook. You apply those things. Hey, Drain Gel Origes. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. Welcome back. Hey, Shay. So specifically, say that ebook and start applying those things. With the thank you note advice, you want to let them know that you can just write the thank you notes, and that they can have the front desk person mail it out and address it, because they may not want you to have the address. But let me tell you, all those things in there will help you stand out. Hey, Mrs. Alkin Shaley, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. So it was such a good segue. So there are the ebooks that I came out with, and another big thing, like I was saying with this Pick My Brain calls, eventually, for you, at least from what I'm hearing, you need to apply the ebook stuff and just learn as much as possible and be available and ready to learn, because if you do that, this has worked both times that I've worked there, all these opportunities will start coming to you. And people are watching you. In life, just people are watching you in general. But, you know, when you are working in those kind of environments, everybody's watching you. Everyone knows kind of what's going on and stuff like that. And maybe you'll get this, what I'm going to say, but you want to be above what's going on in the environment. Just be above it and be like, I'm moving on to better things, but this is where I'm at now, and just do what other people are doing. Just do it better. Just think of all the things that, and be impressive. Like, example, I would go into the break room and study. I would study the products because I wanted to make sure I was a good retailer, because they have strict retailing, guys, and that's why I was the top at retailing both times I worked there. And I just went above and beyond. But a good example of me saying that you work with someone eventually, like once you've added on there, you said my trial training is on Sunday. Oh, yeah, it's exciting. So I remember training estheticians during that. It's fun time. That's why I love training. Hey, ma'am, Adu, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the 3BWaxing show. That's why I love training now, because I can, you know, it's just fun to share the knowledge and stuff and help people. But you would want to, when you're trying to go to your next step or anything you want to do, I will be happy to do Pick My Brain calls with you, weekly or bi-weekly, whatever works for you, because I can help you get out the most from working somewhere. And especially because I've lived it twice, and I have my own business from it. So that's what I do. So that was a really good segue. So digital products. So for those of you, I know I kind of just zoomed in on her, but I feel like all of you guys were catching that. One other thing I wanted to say about products, because we were talking about products and services, and I kind of just went in on one thing. But you're welcome. I saw your comment. You're welcome. So I have a full big course for estheticians, and I, in the future, am going to have a course for it'll be interactive of something for those of you who are working on your skin. But right now, my biggest course is just helping estheticians who are going from working somewhere and then opening up their salon, how to do that, like how to bridge that gap. So that is one of the my big digital product that I have. And that's the 15-day course. Hey, Dance P, welcome to the 3BWaxing show. That gets you doing the things you need to do and get you in the habit of doing the things you do as you're transitioning from working somewhere to owning your own. It's a lot of the technical stuff that people don't talk about. And I've been able to have that big course, but also have little bite-sized courses and classes and stuff that, you know, as you go through your journey, you are just picking up different things that you need from me. So, those are the things that I offer. And I know we went kind of deep in it. My internet's freezing a little bit, but it should be back to normal. I'm gonna take this as my sign to get off, okay? Because I do want to. So thank you, and I will be on tomorrow, but I do want to get off because I want